Well, I'm delighted that after 11 years we've been able to remove the Conservatives from government in Australia. Unfortunately, there has been an assumption worldwide that that will make a significant difference to policy on climate, on nuclear issues, on logging issues, for example, and it is not the case. The new Australian government, whilst a Labor government, is still extremely conservative, socially conservative, and also very much aligned to the old logging and mining, particularly the coal and the uranium mining industries. I think the European Union is right to welcome the change of position in Australia about ratifying Kyoto. The good thing about the new Prime Minister is that he is a multilateralist. He was an ex-diplomat. He appreciates the need to negotiate within the United Nations framework. So that is a really good thing. But in terms of a significant difference, no, that is not the case. The new Australian government brought with it a delegation that included the aluminium industry, the logging industry, the coal miners' union, the big emitters. They are still operating on the same paradigm. We have a push for expanded uranium mining in Australia, which is supported by the new government. We are going to see pressure on some of the states to overturn their ban on uranium mining, and there has been no suggestion that the new government will repudiate the deal to sell Australian uranium to Russia. Whilst the old government wanted to enrich uranium, build reactors, have a nuclear waste dump and signed up to George Bush's Global Nuclear Energy Partnership, the new government says no to enrichment and no to waste dumps, but they certainly have not yet repudiated the Bush GNEP. Until they do that, Europe should remain concerned about the fact that Australia is still keen to expand uranium exports and buy into the nuclear fuel cycle globally in a much bigger way. Australia's position on deforestation is hypocritical in the extreme. Australia is waving its finger at Indonesia, at Papua New Guinea, at some of the Pacific Island countries, whilst encouraging deforestation and logging of primary forests in Australia. Here in Bali this week, we have the Environment Minister, Peter Garrett, standing up at an orangutan event under a banner that says "Save wildlife and reduce carbon emissions" on the very day that the Australian government has approved the bulldozers moving in to log primary forests in the Styx Valley in Tasmania. These forests are ancient forests. The Australian National University estimates that 1,400 tonnes per hectare of carbon is sequestered in these forests. 60% of that is going to go to atmosphere. So the European Union really needs to bring pressure on Australia so that they don't pretend to the globe that they are interested in supporting avoided deforestation whilst actually facilitating logging at home.
Thank you.